Hey there, Internet fam! Today let's talk about a character you might have come across online, Nikocado Avocado. This dude's journey, man. It's a wild ride through the world of mukbang, a genre where people basically film themselves eating massive amounts of food. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a thing. Nikocado, real name Nicholas Perry, started out innocently enough, playing violin and showcasing his vegan lifestyle. But somewhere along the way things took a turn. He ditched the veggies for fast food and embraced a whole new persona, one that's loud, chaotic and unapologetically extra. Think of him like the wrestling villain of the food world. He's entertaining, sure, but beneath the surface there's a whole lot more going on. Nikocado's shift from wholesome vegan to junk food king didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process, documented in real time for the entire internet to see. He started incorporating more and more cheat meals, his videos becoming increasingly dramatic and over the top. He piled his plates high with greasy burgers, cheesy pizzas and enough fried chicken to feed a small army. His once calm demeanor was replaced with exaggerated reactions, emotional outbursts and a whole lot of fake crying. Some people ate it up, finding his antics hilarious and relatable. Others were concerned, questioning the impact of his lifestyle and the message he was sending to his millions of followers. It was a stark transformation, one that begged the question, was this just entertainment or was there something deeper at play? Now here's where things get interesting. Nikocado himself has described his transformation as a social experiment. He claims to be intentionally playing a character, a caricature of internet excess and attention-seeking behavior. He leans into the villain role, often addressing his audience directly, calling out their hypocrisy and the dark side of online fame. He's like a court jester, but instead of juggling, he's juggling burgers and fries, all while exposing the absurdity of it all. His videos became less about the food and more about the spectacle, a commentary on the insatiable appetite for drama and manufactured personalities that seems to define the internet age. It's like he's holding up a mirror to society, forcing us to confront our own complicity in this bizarre online ecosystem. So, is Nikocado Avocado a genius performance artist, or just a dude who really likes to eat on camera? Well, maybe he's a bit of both. You see, his villain persona, with its over-the-top emotions and self-destructive tendencies, highlights the performative nature of online identity. In a world where everyone's vying for likes and followers, it begs the question, how much of ourselves are we willing to exaggerate, distort, or even fabricate for the sake of attention? It's like everyone's wearing a mask online, carefully curating an image that may or may not reflect their true selves. And Nikocado, in his own chaotic way, is pulling back the curtain, exposing the mechanics behind the scenes. He's showing us the strings being pulled, the algorithms being gamed, and the lengths people will go to for their 15 minutes of internet fame. Section 5, I am who you made me, unpacking the villain's manifesto. One of the most fascinating aspects of Nikocado's social experiment is his willingness to directly address his critics. He often rants about the hate comments, the concern trolling, and the hypocrisy of those who claim to be worried about his well-being while simultaneously clicking on his videos. In one of his most infamous rants, he declares, "I am who you made me." It's a powerful statement, one that speaks to the complex relationship between content creators and their audiences. It's like he's saying, you wanted drama? You wanted excess? Well, here you go. I'm just giving the people what they want. He's holding up a mirror to the dark side of internet culture, where negativity and outrage often generate more engagement than positivity and support. It's a sobering thought, one that forces us to examine our own online behavior and the role we play in shaping the digital landscape. Section 6. The currency of clicks, fame, attention, and the price of content. Nikocado's story is a cautionary tale about the allure and the dangers of internet fame. He's living proof that in the online world, any publicity is good publicity. The more outrageous and attention-grabbing the content, the more views, likes, and subscribers it's likely to attract. It's a system that rewards sensationalism and shock value, often at the expense of authenticity and well-being. Creators are incentivized to push boundaries, to create ever more extreme content to satisfy the insatiable appetite of the algorithm and the audience it serves. Nikocado's social experiment exposes this dynamic, highlighting the Faustian bargain that many creators make in their pursuit of online success. It's a trade-off that can come at a high personal cost, as the lines between our online personas and our offline lives become increasingly blurred. Section 7 mirrors and screens our reflection in Nikocado's Meltdown. Whether you find Nikocado Avocado entertaining, disturbing, or just plain confusing, there's no denying that his story has struck a nerve. His rise to fame and his subsequent descent into self-destructive chaos reflects a lot of the anxieties and contradictions of our current cultural moment. He's a product of the attention economy, a symptom of a world where our self-worth is increasingly measured in likes, shares, and follower counts. His story is a reminder that the internet is not real life, even though it can feel all too real at times. His social experiment, however intentional or unintentional it may be, is a valuable opportunity for self-reflection. It's a chance to examine our own relationship with online culture, to question the content we consume, and to think critically about the influence it has on our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Section 8. Beyond entertainment, the importance of critical engagement. It's easy to dismiss Nikocado Avocado as just another internet oddity, a blip on the radar of our collective consciousness. But I think there's a lot more to be gleaned from his story than meets the eye. He's not just some random dude eating on camera. He's a reflection of ourselves, of our desires, our insecurities, and our compulsions. His social experiment is a reminder that we're not just passive consumers of online content. We're active participants in shaping the digital landscape. Our clicks, our likes, our comments, they all contribute to the algorithms that determine what we see and how we see it. It's time we start engaging with online content more critically, to look beyond the surface and ask ourselves some tough questions. Who's profiting from our attention? What are the hidden costs of our digital consumption? And how can we use our online platforms to create a more mindful, meaningful, and humane digital experience? Section 9. The algorithm and us navigating the digital landscape. The internet can be a wonderful tool for connection, education, and entertainment, but it can also be a breeding ground for misinformation, negativity, and exploitation. It's up to us as users and creators to be more discerning about the content we engage with and the platforms we support. We need to be aware of the algorithms that shape our online experiences, to understand how they work and how they can be manipulated. We need to be critical of the information we encounter, to question its sources, and to be wary of confirmation bias. Most importantly, we need to remember that there are real people behind those screens, people with thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities just like us. Let's try to treat each other with a little more kindness, empathy, and respect, both online and offline. Section 10. A final bite food for thought in the age of influence. Nikocado Avocado's story is a reminder that the internet is a hall of mirrors, reflecting and distorting our own desires and insecurities. It's up to us to decide how we want to navigate this digital landscape, what kind of content we want to consume, and what kind of impact we want to have. So the next time you're scrolling through your social media feeds, take a moment to pause and reflect. Think about the messages you're internalizing, the values you're promoting, and the world you're helping to create with every click, like, and share. Because in the end, the internet is what we make it. Let's make it a space where authenticity, empathy, and critical thinking can thrive. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Stay woke, stay curious, and remember, don't believe everything you see on the internet.